Alright, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to yet another video. The real Tony Stark back yet again. I recently talked in my last video about what my top 5 Disney Plus shows were, and I briefly mentioned at the very end of it how I'm watching Kenobi and Miss Marvel at the minute. I wanted to make this video on Kenobi itself and how it is an absolutely phenomenal show. I'm really glad that it got made. As many of you know, Kenobi takes place between the events of the end of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and the start of Episode 4, A New Hope. That bridges the gap between the two, if you will. I am so happy and so glad they were able to get Ewan McGregor back to be, what do you call him? To be Kenobi, to be Obi Wan Kenobi again. Sorry, my mind blanked there for a minute, guys. I don't know why. To be the character of Obi Wan Kenobi again. He stated in so many interviews he wanted to come. He would leap at the opportunity to be Obi Wan Kenobi again whenever the opportunity arose, and he took that bull by the horns and he ran with it. He ran with it the whole way through the wherever it is Bulls are. And yeah, guys, I just want to say I'm so happy him and Hayden Christensen came back. Hayden Christensen came back to play the role of Darth Vader. As many of you may know, James Earl Jones reprised his role being the voice of Darth Vader, the iconic voice that we've all come to know and love throughout all the movies. I love the prequel movies. The prequel movies get a lot of hate. Obviously, the first one, The Phantom Menace, piece of crap. Didn't really like it that much. The best part of that movie was the end fight scene with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. Attack of the Clones was better, but Revenge of the Sith, I'm going to sound like a lot of people when I say this, but Revenge of the Sith is definitely my favourite of all the prequel movies. So to see them come back over 15 years later, mind you, Revenge of the Sith came out back in 2005. So, mind you, this takes place, they have been away from each other for over 15 years. This is like two best friends reuniting again for the first time in a long time, becoming the two iconic characters that people grew up and loved. And I know the show's getting a lot of hate at the minute because of Moses Ingram's betrayal as the new character in the show, but I actually really like her a lot in it. And I like the new characters, and I think they fit well into the canon of the story. But maybe that's just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below there, guys. And yeah, I just wanted to say she doesn't deserve all the hate. Definitely not the racial abuse she's been getting, to the extent Ewan McGregor said it best in the video. If you're sending racial slurs to anybody in the Star Wars actors or actresses community, like Daisy Ridley, like the girl that played Rose that got a lot of hate, like John Boyega himself, you're not a fan of Star Wars. You cannot be a fan of Star Wars if you're sitting and saying all this racial slurs and racial abuse. So yeah, I just want to say I love the fact that Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen are back together once again as the iconic duo that they once were. I absolutely love Darth Vader and Kenobi. I think they've gave him the same level of intensity that I absolutely loved him having in Rogue One. If you haven't seen Rogue One, A Star Wars Story with Jyn Erso and Cassian Andor, who's his own series now coming out in Disney Plus in August, definitely go and watch it. Felicity Jones did an absolute awesome job as Jyn Erso, and the guy who plays Cassian Andor did an awesome job as him too. I'm looking forward to his series Andor dropping on Disney Plus in August time. I think this is going to be a resurgence of Star Wars now after there hasn't been a lot happening in it in the last while, besides like the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker game, which I also love, how they've complete voice acting lines in that game, but they also have the option for mummer, like old Lego fans like myself, where they use their actions rather than speaking, like they did in old Lego games, like sort of improv, if you will. So yeah, I just wanted to say, Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, keep doing what you're doing, guys. You're absolutely killing the game. I'm really excited to see how Kenobi concludes this Wednesday on Disney Plus. This may sound like a giant ad telling you to go watch Kenobi. Disney, if you want to pay me and make this a giant ad, then by all means, you give me the money for whatever, and I'll sponsor you to tell people to go watch Kenobi. I'll be more than happy to. Ewan Mcgregor and Hayden Christensen are just that damn good in the show. But yeah, guys, if you haven't watched Kenobi and you're a big fan of Star Wars like I am, I know a lot of people don't like the sequels with Rey and Jin Rey and Finn and all them ones. Most importantly, Poe, who's my favourite out of the sequel trilogy. I know they're not a big fan of that, and a lot of people hating Rey. So if you're a fan of the prequels like I am, and a lot of things to do with that, definitely go give Kenobi a watch. Couldn't recommend it highly enough. I think you'll really enjoy it. There's this wee girl in it that plays a young Leia. Spoiler alert. You should know there's going to be spoilers in this video. If you clicked on this video not expecting spoilers, then I'm sorry. Why are you here? You should be expecting spoilers. I'm talking about Kenobi. But yeah, regardless, they got this young girl, I can't remember her name, to play a young Leia, and there's a young Luke Skywalker in the show. I think they do an absolutely phenomenal job at their roles, respectfully. And Moses Ingram doesn't deserve the hate she's getting. Stop it, guys. Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen, keep killing it. Love Darth Vader, love the Grand Inquisitor, love all the new characters. Go watch Kenobi on Disney Plus. Thanks, guys, as always, for watching, and peace out.